decades, these men in black have represented the gold standard of personal protection. But a series of lapses have put the U.S. Secret Service in a different light.
Those party crashers at last week's state dinner have left a very embarrassed Secret Service.
Secret Service is trying to track a bullet fired into the president's home.
The widening investigation into the Secret Service prostitution scandal.
A security contractor with a gun and a criminal record rode in an elevator with the president.
A man armed with a knife was able to jump the fence and make it inside the front door of the White House.
Some of the egregious mistakes that I've read in the paper, I cannot remember within 5.5 years on the president's detail.
Some background on the chain of mistakes and the importance of leadership as the Secret Service tries to get past its difficult stretch.
Everybody out right now, go back.
There's no excuse for somebody jumping the fence, running all the way in, going right past the staircase that would have gone up to the second floor residence. That's just inexcusable.
Didn't take me long to figure out that there's no glamour in this business. It was just plain hard work.
The Secret Service is a unique organization because most of the time there aren't really problems and nothing really happens. It's hard to quantify whether they're doing a good job aside from the fact that the president is still safe.
No Secret Service man can tell when his training and his judgment may save the life of the President of the United States.
The same truth holds today in the aftermath of the most recent White House security breach. At its core, many of the problems traced back to agency executives.
It's clear that our security plan was not properly executed. This is unacceptable, and I take full responsibility.
You could have great technology, you could have great plans, but if you don't use it the way you plan on using it, then it's useless. In the White House, I know they have lockdown procedures if there's some type of intrusion. I'm not sure that happened in this case, and that's probably a glaring failure of the security plan that's in place at the White House.
The mistakes piled up both under Julie Pearson, who took over in 2013, as well as under her predecessors. Many felt the agency was lacking in two crucial areas. First, there was the main job of establishing and executing security plans, but perhaps equally important were the failings in Washington's political arena.
I think the biggest problem that Julia Pearson had was that she didn't communicate well with the White House. And that was really what led to her ouster at the Secret Service. They need someone who really can go up to Congress and when they have to testify in public is not afraid to point their finger back at the members of Congress.
If you project weakness, it invites attacks.
I think that was one of the biggest problems that Julia Pearson had is when she went in front of Congress, she really needed to be aggressive and really explain to Congress what had gone on at the agency. And she didn't show the anger that I think the members really wanted to see.
The protection of the president has to be precise, it has to be flawless, and there has to be accountability when that is not the case.
Ms. Pearson and her predecessors were also unable to stop budget cuts. The resulting Secret Service downsizing led to what people inside the agency say was staff burnout and low morale.
I know a lot of star Secret Service agents at the 8, 10, 12-year mark that I supervised who corporate America would come talk to. They would take that because it was the financial incentive wasn't there to stay. They just cannot turn down the money.
A lot of those positions are protecting executives, whether it's Major League Baseball or significant financial institutions. That's what the Secret Service is well known for, and how to protect individuals and assets. So it's a skill set that's needed in the private sector.
Now, the challenge at Secret Service headquarters will be more than just righting the ship.
It's time to change the culture. It's messaging. It needs new leadership to say this is unacceptable from the top down, that we need to change the way we're doing our business.
The agency may require a wholesale change in how it responds to threats towards the president as the new leadership regains its political standing on Capitol Hill and at the White House.
I think that could be one of the positive things moving forward. With some new leadership coming into the organization, restore the confidence in the public that they can get back to the level that we know that they can be at. The question is whether they can actually do that. Are they an organization that can be flawless because they have to be flawless?